Well, hi YouTubers, I'm back with 6 months 60 books. Yeah, same day as I did the previous one. I literally did the last 3 today. And it's by Lucy Diamond, an author who I absolutely adore. And I've always wondered, is Lucy Diamond her actual name? I think it could be. Cool if it is though, Lucy Diamond. Okay, so it's called On a Beautiful Day. It came out in 2018 and it came out 2 years ago. And I will read the blurb, okay? On a beautiful day. Treasure every moment, life can change in a heartbeat, and trust me on this, okay? Hey, right now we're in isolation. It can change in a second, can't it? Okay, here we go. It's a beautiful day in Manchester, and 4 friends are meeting for a birthday lunch. But then they witness a shocking accident that just meters away, and acts as catalyst for each of them. For Laura, it's a wake-up call to heed the ticking of our biological clock. Sensible Joe finds herself throwing caution to the wind in a new relationship. Eva's been trying to ignore the worrying lump in her breast, feels helpless and out of control. And then happy-go-lucky India is drawn to one of the victims of the accident, causing long-buried secrets to rise to the surface. This is a novel about the startling and unexpected turns life can take. It's about luck, good and bad, and finding bravery and resilience when your world is in turmoil. Above all, it's about friendship, togetherness, and hope. And can I just say that I'm a fan of Lucy Diamond's work. The way she writes female dynamics is so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, she writes, obviously, now she takes different characters, but the thing is, a lot of authors, when they take multiple characters and switch narratives, it always sounds like the same person. It kind of blends. No, Lucy Diamond has this gift as an author to make every single narrative voice feel different, that you know these characters. And they're so different, but yet they're connected. One thing I love is how they met. Okay, here we go. Right, the 4 of them had known each other for years now, finding one another through different channels. She and Eve had met in an antenatal yoga class, for instance, forming a bond as they disgraced themselves by sniggering childish at the women in front of them, who kept farting through the downward dog pose. Then Eve had introduced her to Joe, having known her since school. Then on another night, Joe had brought along her sister Laura too. And beside that, they had become a foursome, an all-conquering group of friends, who will drop anything for one another when the chips were down. They've been a tag team of support throughout Joe's divorce the previous spring, getting her drunk, helping her find a new flat, dragging out her shopping, wherever it had taken. They lived through the pain and misery of Laura's miscarriages with her, as well as holding her hand, bringing her cake, comforting her as best as they could through the agony. And Eve had always been a total rock when it came to scooping up India's kids whenever there was some A&E crisis or another. It was good to know that someone had your back in an hour of need. Free, in fact. How beautiful is that? Now, now most of my friends are guys, okay? I have very, very few female friends. And what I do have kind of live way away from me. And I was actually taking driving lessons before the virus happened. And now I obviously can't start back until it's a bit more sorted because 2 meter distance. And my longest friends, apart from a few I've had since primary school, are guys. So even though I absolutely love my guy friends, I don't really have the kind of sisterly bond that you do, okay, with female friends, okay. So I absolutely love this dynamic. I would love to have friends like this, friends who really, really have your back. And the only 2 characters I'm going to focus on is Laura and Joe. Laura and Joe, because Laura has basically been struggling with her fertility, and she's had multiple miscarriages, and she's trying to get on with life, and then her husband announces he's going to leave her. Now, sorry, her husband announces that he's leaving her, and later on, and so she's going through the whole kind of separation, and is trying to basically find a new kind of path, if you will. Just trying to figure yourself out. I mean, can you do this alone? It seems to take your biological clock, but the fact is they witness this accident and it kind of kickstarts their life, because we see someone die in front of them, and that's absolutely terrifying. They witness this absolutely terrible crash, and I absolutely love Laura because the moment she stops feeling sorry for herself is when she wakes up and embraces her new world. Now the thing is, you can do this alone, okay? You can be a single parent. You can parent by yourself. And once you get over that fear, it's absolutely empowering. It's absolutely awesome. And this, there you go. But this bit here, because this bit here really, really kind of, it's about, obviously, Laura. She and Matt have been unofficially trying for a baby for almost 6 years now, officially in a casual, limited contraception as seeing what happened manner, and then more recently with an increasingly serious charting ovulation, we could do it today approach. So far she had failed 3 pregnancies, joy joy, followed by 3 agonising miscarriages, and was starting to despair that her own body had it in for her. Oh look, pregnant, hormonal, this could be it, this could be happening. Innate, nah. Change my mind, off the hospital for a scrape and a cry, you go. Now, the bits where she described Laura's miscarriages was absolutely heartbreaking and very realistic. Now, I know a really good friend of mine. She tried for about 12 years, okay, to have a baby. And the thing is, she had all the tests. Her and her husband had all the tests, every single test on the planet done. Because it wasn't working. They just did, they're both healthy, had a very, very active life, and she just wasn't getting pregnant. Absolutely wasn't getting pregnant whatsoever. So they decided to get a dog. Okay, they decided, okay, well, we've got this house, let's just get a dog. Okay, just kind of take a focus on this. She thought she'd never ever fall pregnant. She, yeah, she's now got 4. One literally one born after the other. And trust me, we were totally sure. Even she didn't even believe it. I don't think she even believed it until she gave birth, that she could actually carry a baby, and no one could explain it. But people say get a dog and it can help. So, hey, so absolutely adored Laura and her journey. It just felt so true and realistic. Another absolute character as well, okay, is Eve. Now, this struck me on a personal level because I actually had a lump removed a couple of years ago. And I had to deal with the possibility, okay, that it could be cancer, and I had to really kind of reconcile with that fact. And it's quite interesting because my mum came with me for the the mammogram and the scan, okay, and but I found it really kind of difficult to really kind of talk about it, and I got very, very lucky. However, for actual surgery itself, I she wasn't there. My family were on a holiday. I had to quickly call my mum when I got the results, and and take it from there. And luckily, I got very, very lucky in that respect. But the thing is, Eve is organised. She's very, very organised to the detriment of everyone's health. And this bit here, okay, this bit here just this bit here's like a corner me just because of the writing, and the fact is I've been there. Where you're right, there's definitely a lump, the doctor said, and the good news is you've come while it's a small, so coming in while it's small, so we can get on it straight away, get straight on and investigate. I'm going to refer you to the breast clinic for some tests, and they'll be able to give you full diagnosis. Because you're over 40, it probably means the mammogram and possibly an ultrasound initially, and then they can't determine the cause of a lump, then they carry out a biopsy. Each swallow, try to take it all in, so you don't think it's just a cyst. I'm not ruling anything out, the doctor replied. It could be a cyst or an abscess even. A lump in the breast is more common than you think, and 9 times out of 10 they're benign. But let's find out for sure. I've been there. Okay? I've absolutely been there. But the thing is, Eve is such organised. She finds it really hard to open up to her husband about this. She has this mentality in her mind she's got to be perfect 24/7, and she can't really admit, in a way, okay, her body's failed on her. So she starts seeing this personal trainer who basically she's an accountant for, who's not particularly good at his accounts, if you will. So, and she wants to open up to him. And the thing is, one thing I absolutely loved is the fact is that another author, a lesser author, okay, would have been kind of pushes into a romantic way. You never once got that opinion. You never once felt, okay, there's in the inkling of an affair. Lewis, who's a personal trainer, just wants to be a friend and a confidant, and basically says, talk to your husband about this. And this is a bit here, okay? It's a bit here. Your body is amazing, feel endorphins, admire your own strength. You've got this hard fast run. In a quiet corner of Plattfields Park, he was pounding up and down along with a motley group of lycra-clad people, lungs heaving, fists like pistons, a mind empty of everything other than the dogged will to keep going, to resist being beaten by this or anything. Lewis was at the front of the group, his red hair like a flaming halo around his head, as the sun lit from behind. Okay, now I just like that, the kind of image they got that I love from that, because as I said before, how even Lewis met was actually a bit like an off meet cute. She actually runs his bike off him. Now, any other fiction that would have become the meet cute, that would have been Eve tempted to have an affair. That would have been Eve basically falling for this guy. It never happens. Now, I like that in a book that men and women can have a healthy friendship. Okay, and Lewis is actually really, really support. He's got a girlfriend of his own. No one can ever cheat. He just wants to support Eve as a friend would. As someone who has so many male friends, I love that dynamic because that felt real to me. My male friends will support me through anything. When I found out that my lump was benign, okay, I contacted them. I sent them a text saying, "Guys, it's good news." When I was going for my biopsy and my surgery, I let them know because they were worried about me. They were my friends, okay. As men and women can just be friends. So I really enjoyed the female dynamics in this book. Strong female friendship. Okay, no antagonism, just love. And I found it so absolutely breathtaking. So sounds funny saying, Lucy Diamond on a beautiful day, recommended novel. You're really, really going to enjoy this. I most certainly did. So, and it's a long book. It's 486 pages, but it didn't feel that long. So I'm signing off here. And bye now.